Another tutorial requested by Adrian, aka Neo Shadow. He's giving me really good ideas for tutorials. Yay! This one is basically how to get rid of an unwanted element of the picture, usually text. This tutorial, I just got this picture of a Miku Hatsune, and let me get a little brush. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that, and that. Alright? You can do this with text or anything about that size. I wouldn't say like try to get rid of the eye patch or anything. That could really take some work. You could probably get rid of the glove if you fiddled around with it enough to get the same skin color. First, I'm going to start with the easiest one. Right here. It's pretty much the same color, maybe a little bit of a gradient, but pretty much just black. So for this, just get out a brush tool, select a brush you want to use, hold down the Alt key, and then sample a color right next to it and just draw over it. Now, see, that one's going to be a little bit harder because of the line it disrupts. This one as well, so I'm gonna go to this one next. Now you can do the same thing, just Alt click and just I would just kind of touch around because it does have a bit of a gradient. So if you look closely, I'll try to zoom in on this, you can see the colors aren't matching up right. Now to fix this, you can try using the patch tool. It's a spot healing tool, healing brush tool, patch tool, and red eye removal tool. It should be the J hotkey if you're having trouble finding it. I have it on to patch the source. You can patch the destination and whatever you choose, but I'm just going to circle around there. And just click and drag, and you can put that there. I'm still kind of getting used to this one because I don't use it very often. I'm going to select that part of the wing. I'm just going to move it around a bit until I get a similar looking area. And it'll blur it a bit, and that's not going to work for this one. I haven't tried with this picture yet, so you're going to see all my mistakes. Here is the healing brush tool. So I'm just going to Alt click and just try to heal, and that's not working either. Then you can always try the spot healing brush tool, and this one is just like a black and you go over it and it does that again. That is why I really don't use it very often. What I like to use is the clone stamp tool. And I have it so... where is that option? Okay, I have no clue how I got the little preview to show. I think it's in File, no, Edit, Preferences. I'm pretty sure it's in Preferences, but I can't promise anything. So basically, you go over it until you find something you like. I'm going to choose a hard brush. And basically you pick an area, like up here, Alt, and then click, Alt, click. And for doing this, I'm going to sample all around it, is because there's a bunch of colors, well, shades I should say. It's looking really, really patchy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to polygon lasso that seam, because there's a big color difference there. And for the rest of it, I'm just going to smudge. And I'm going to put my smudge strength on 35%. I'm going to use a soft brush for this, and I'm just going to smudge it over. See, if you select it with a polygon lasso first, you can avoid smudging where you don't want to. For the rest of it, I'm just going to do like a swirl smudge to try to get the colors to blend. And then you might have to, you know, smudge around the rest of it a bit. Do the same thing to the other side. Use any of the little things I've shown you. Or you can... one more idea. Since this side is a little more even, I'm just gonna copy that bit, edit, copy, edit, paste. It'll paste it onto a new layer. I'm just gonna drag it down and try to cover it. Edit free transform to get a different size. And then I'm just gonna copy this all the way down and clean it up in a few seconds. You can even have it overlapping a bit, because this is all on a new layer, so we can clean it up. Make the other two invisible, merge visible, make them visible again, and just lower the opacity so you can see what you're doing. Or better yet, difference or exclusion, so you can really see the edge of everything. So chop that edge, and then chop this edge off. Deselect, and then I'm going to use the eraser tool on a fluffy brush just to even out the edge so it doesn't look as sharp. Go back to normal, full opacity. And that didn't really look as good as I wanted it to, but there. And now for this, I'm just going to feather. I'm just using the scrolly thing on my mouse to about 0.5 pixels and delete so I get a little bit of a softer line. And then I'm gonna, there we go, and now I'm just gonna go over here and smudge the color over just a little more to blend it. And then smudging these colors over here to blend them. And since I got a little bit of that color there, I'm just gonna... This is where I like to use the brush tool again, with a really, really tiny brush. And then since that's not as dark as it should be, use the burn tool. Midtones 25%. Just going back and forth. There we go. Okay, so before and after we have so far. Yeah, it does take a bit of work, but you know, it looks decent afterwards, and you can always put something else on the hat now. For the skin thing now, sometimes what helps me is to make another layer, copy that layer, and mess with the levels and make them look really extreme. Just so I can see exactly where the color is. You know, this little stop color. And since it goes through a shadow, I just kind of have to guess. Yeah, it gets a little annoying at times. You can also use the polygon lasso and then use the patch tool, by the way, because the patch tool can be a real pain in the butt. Boop. Try that again. Boop. No, it's not working. Stupid patch tool. My God. Yeah, like, don't listen to me when I'm telling you about the patch tool. Just ignore me. Smudge. And I'm going to actually blur some of the existing shadow in that area just to make it blend in a little bit better. And ta-da! I've gotten, let me get rid of that layer. Without making the picture look really, really bad, I've gotten rid of all 3 elements. So, just fiddle around with those tools and see what you can get. The patch tool and stuff hate me right now. They're better for, you know, real life pictures. But try.